This falling wedge on Bitcoin is about to be breaking out, and it is currently getting created while Bitcoin is trading below one of the most important levels of support. So in today's update video, I will be talking about my price targets, about this exact pattern we're currently creating, what the normal reaction is from Bitcoin once we do create these patterns, and of course, I will be talking about many other important patterns that are currently unfolding on the lower time frames right now. So without any further ado, don't forget to slam that like button back above 1,000 likes. That will be, of course, highly appreciated. Yesterday, there was some slight difficulties with uploading the video, so that is why it was delayed, but today it will be once again, of course, on the normal time, as you can see right now. So without any further ado, let me jump straight away in towards the content. Currently, we can see Bitcoin is still not managed to break above this red box of resistance, which previously around clearly provided support for Bitcoin and currently clearly is flipping into resistance. And I straight away saw something new unfolding on that 1 hour time frame, and probably you can see it yourself as well, but it is this symmetrical triangle on Bitcoin right now. So every single time in this trend, once Bitcoin breaks that uptrend, we basically go lower. And currently we're creating a new uptrend, which is of course the upward sloping support line right here. And I do really believe that if we break this level, we are going to see that continuation lower. So I'm going to be putting all my attention towards this exact level right here. And of course, if we break below it, we're most likely going to see the next leg lower getting initiated. So also for the downward sloping resistance line on the top side, I'm going to be closely looking towards that level, because if we break above that, we're most likely going to be heading higher again. So currently, we're in the midst of this consolidation phase. If we're looking at price targets, a bullish breakout target for this breakout right here would put Bitcoin around 66.7k, and a bearish breakdown from off this point would put Bitcoin all the way down around 63.7k, and yeah, we're then also breaking below the very important 65k support on the daily time frame. So that would also probably mean that Bitcoin is going to be falling all the way down to 60,000 US dollars. So it's quite an important level which we are currently trading against, and I am still saying this, and I'm still seeing this as well. We're still creating that falling wedge pattern, and actually the falling wedge pattern is looking so beautiful right now on the 4-hourly time frame that I believe that we're in an enormous trap right now for Bitcoin. And I said this in every single video for the last week here, that we're creating this falling wedge pattern, and that most people are not really talking about this, and that most people are actually also still trading short, because we can see it from the funding rates. Bitcoin funding rates are still negative, which means that the majority of the traders are actually currently trading short on Bitcoin, which makes me even more bullish as well. But clearly what we can see is this downward sloping support line for 4 times in a row provided support, and 3 times in a row this downward sloping resistance line provided resistance. And basically the moment we're breaking the resistance, we're going to be pumping all the way up towards the high of the region, which is 70,000 US dollars, which will be about a 7% pump towards the upside. So if the falling wedge trade plays out, Bitcoin is going to be seeing a very strong recovery all the way back to 70,000 US dollars. Of course, that would do the market extremely good, because ultimately I still think that Bitcoin is going to be going higher. I am still in a long position, which is currently in a profit of about $105,000. I've not updated you guys for a while right now here, but still the trade is ongoing. I'm still making some profits, and my price target is still around 74,000 US dollars. And let me quickly explain why I have my take profit over there, because the majority of the liquidity is just currently laying above us around that 72 to 74k region. So ultimately, I do believe that Bitcoin is going to be grabbing that liquidity, because Bitcoin always follows the liquidity. And with this falling wedge right now on play, I think we could be in for a very strong reversal back towards the upside. So I'm keeping my close attention towards this right now. If you want to be trading yourself on BYBIT, you can currently claim an insane deposit bonus worth over $40,000 if you write a sign up an account using that link in today's video description. So if you're interested in that, make sure to check it out. If you directly go to the BYBIT website, you're only going to get a $400 deposit bonus, so make sure to check it out. It's extremely valuable. Diving a little bit deeper in the content, currently we still do not have the data from the spot Bitcoin ETF, but one thing is for sure, this week has been terrible so far for the spot Bitcoin ETF. And yeah, we've seen a lot of outflows from especially Fidelity, but none from BlackRock, which is of course interesting to be seeing. But basically, yeah, an entire week with loads and loads of outflows. But like we have seen many times before, usually the inflows, they only tend to come once Bitcoin is pumping, and the outflows only comes once Bitcoin is dumping. So spot Bitcoin ETF money is a little bit of dumb money. And here on the daily time frame as well, we can still see the creation of the falling wedge pattern, and it's just such a beautiful pattern which we're currently creating, and the chart is actually looking quite good here. And on the daily time frame, the price target is $71,000, and here on the 4-hourly time frame, the price target is laying around $69,000 to $70,000. So price target is a little bit different, but both are very, very well created, and especially since creating a slight falling wedge pattern right now, a continuation higher is the most likeliest move for Bitcoin in this current trend, since if you're zooming out towards an even bigger trend, you can see that the overall trend is bullish on this entire market, and to call for a reversal right now on the bigger things of it all, it seems a little bit unrealistic in my opinion. So I'm a real trend trader, and I believe the trend is going to be continuing. And yes, if I'm just looking at the descending rolling wedge pattern we are currently also creating, we're just waiting for Bitcoin to be breaking above $72,000. And really, once we break above $72,000, that is the point where we're going to see the next exponential move upwards. And also, if we're just looking at the historical volatility in the market at this current moment of time, we're currently at lows not seen since, February 2024, which also marked the beginning of the next leg towards the upside. And we stayed low in volatility for an approximately 7 weeks already. 7 weeks. Since the beginning of May, we have stayed in very low conditions of volatility. And the longer this low volatility is going to be lasting, the bigger the eventual squeeze is going to be here. So it's a matter of time before we're going to be seeing loads of volatility return to the market, especially due to the fact that if I'm looking at the S&P 500, we can see that the volatility is actually exploding at this current moment of time. And of course, also, if we're just looking at the chart, we can see that the S&P 500, the traditional stock market, is actually increasing towards new all-time highs in a very rapid pace, and usually Bitcoin tends to follow. So interesting to see. Hopefully that's also going to be playing out. And yes, also on the larger things of it all, we're just seeing a slight little consolidation above the previous all-time high and retesting the previous all-time high, which is of course interesting to be seen. Currently still holding that level as support, already successfully bounced from it. We're creating somewhat of a flag pattern. We've been going sideways for over 4 months right now, and honestly, going sideways around such a level is actually a very good thing for the market, because the market has been trading above $60,000 for already longer than 4 months in a row, which is quite insane if you would ask me here. So market is looking, in my opinion, very strong right now here. So this is the update I needed to be giving to you guys out there. Please pay attention towards this falling wedge pattern. I think that this is definitely going to be the next trade I want to be paying attention towards, and I think this is going to be a huge trading opportunity to everyone out there. So make sure to keep your eyes wide open on it. But anyways, thanks so much for watching towards the amazing new update video. This was it for me. I see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.